Now, here's something a lot of people probably don't know about me. I don't have what you would call a close friend. I have an amazing queen, but she's my life partner, not my friend. I don't have what I would call a close friend. What would you define as a close friend? Now, most people would define a close friend as somebody they would turn to in times of need, a shoulder to cry on, someone to confide in when things are going bad. But the thing I discovered is what I've been searching for, or what I feel I've lacked throughout my later years in life, is that close friend who I would call on when something amazing happens. Someone who I'd reach out to immediately to tell them some good news. You land that job, or you've come into some money, or you bought a car. I don't know about you, but and the thing about that is that sense of being able to reach out to someone with some really amazing news without feeling as though that person would perceive you as being, trying to show off or trying to brag or boast. And likewise, that person would receive that news and just share that moment of joy for you and be genuinely happy for you. And I feel out of the friendships that I've had growing up, I don't believe I've had somebody who I would reach out to in good times. And it's just occurred to me that, when I think back over the friendships that I've had, or the friendships that I've lost, or so-called friendships that I've had or lost, that who among them would I have reached out when something incredible happened? Although I'm grateful to be blessed with an amazing woman in my life, my queen, she's all and everything to me. However, when I think about friendship, I think about who would be the person I would reach out to when I've got some good news to share. Just about me, just for me, some good news to share. Knowing that that person would be genuinely happy for me and want to see me at my best. It's just interesting. I don't know. What do you think? I just believe overall, it doesn't matter how many friends you believe you've actually got. What actually matters is the quality of the friendships you've got, the quality of that circle of people you're willing to open out to, the people you trust. How many of those people within that circle that you reach out to, how many of them do you genuinely trust? Not only with the bad things that are happening, but more importantly, how many of those people would you trust with your good news? If you won the lottery, would you tell a friend? Would you tell that friend? And for that reason, I'm quite content living in my own little bubble. Because in that way, because I believe by keeping my circle very tight to people who I generally trust, it reduces the risk of disappointment. You manage your expectations. And in that way, I maintain my peace. And I can't imagine any other time in my life where I felt so light and genuinely happy from the inside. It's amazing. I wake up every day excited about work and excited about what today's going to bring and what I can do and what impact I can make on other people without the fear of people being jealous or envious, because trust has become way more important to me than love. My time is precious to me. It's the most valuable thing I have, and I can't afford to waste it. I can't afford to gamble my time. And I think with that specification in place, my circle has just shrunk. How can I say it? It just filtered out all of the potential liabilities. And in that way, I have less reason to be disappointed about the outcomes. And it's not a control thing. It's really about living my life with a sense of clarity. Because whatever I have, I will give without question, without any expectation of reward or comeback. And I want to be able to do that with people who I know potentially would do the same for me. And those qualities are very rare. There's one or two people who I would definitely say, yeah, I would have given my life for them. However, you know, we haven't spoken in donkey's years. But maybe, like they say, things happen for a reason. And I guess if those people felt the same way about me as I felt about them, then perhaps we'd still be in each other's lives today. So I guess the reason we're not is as a result of things happening for that reason. Is that potentially we've just taken different paths in life. The bond has just disintegrated. Not for any deliberate design or any specific reason. It just happens that way sometimes, that's all. And who knows, perhaps that's the reason why I've kind of gravitated to social media. All these platforms have become, you know, like a safe refuge for me to almost reach out and find like-minded people. Because I've always been about making meaningful connections with people and being open. I've never been any good at small talk. You know, I just want to really get in and truly understand what makes people tick and understand what's really going on in your lives. So, and it's because out of this desire to add value, I just don't do small talk because, you know, all the bravado and the stuff people say and the stuff people are willing to share with you out of a sense of wanting to come across a certain way. You know, I want to be around people who trust me enough to share their vulnerabilities with, to know, because I can put my hand on my heart and I have never stabbed anybody in the back. I've never disclosed something that somebody told me in confidence. And I know there are very few people who can actually match that, who can actually make the same testimony and match that. And I challenge anyone to comment if you know me or if ever I've done that. And I take a lot of pride in that fact. And it's just occurred to me, literally just occurred to me that I can generally put my hand on my heart and say I've never stabbed anybody in the back. I've never disclosed somebody's personal business to a third party. If you tell me a secret, it's going to my grave. The likelihood is I'll probably forget about it because I'm not very good. My memory hasn't always been that good anyway. So I'm probably a safe place to tell your secret. And I'm always up for connections. That's why I just don't do small talk and I don't do bravado. I often when someone says something to me, I challenge it. If it is a genuine fact or it is a genuine truth, then it should be able to be robust enough to withstand challenge. Like the saying goes, a liar doesn't like questions. Whether someone who speaks from the heart and someone who speaks truth welcomes any number of questions or inquiry, investigation, scrutiny, because you're generally interested in their truth. So they would welcome somebody asking questions. They wouldn't be offended by somebody challenging what it is they're saying. Because if you don't speak from an authentic position, then you've got every reason to be defensive and to see every question as an attack. You know, I guess that's what it is. So I'm all about making connections. So if this resonates with you on any level, if you get where I'm coming from on this, then yeah, I look forward to connecting with you. So feel free to drop me a message in the comments. You know, I'm all about that. And this space that I've created for myself on social media is all about that. And I look forward to connecting with you. So, you know, let's do this. Anyway, that's all I got for now.